Hi, my name is Dr. T. Alexander Giltner, and this is Theological Foundations for a Christian Worldview, a core curriculum course in the School of Professional Studies at St. Louis University. I want to provide this video just to give you a short welcome, speak a little bit about some of the things of the course up front, and then a bit about the course content. So, first of all, welcome. I'm really glad you're here, and I'm very excited to be taking this journey with you. You should have received information for two textbooks. One is N.T. Wright's Simply Christian, which we'll be reading a fair amount of, and the other one is the New Oxford Annotated Bible. Now, you might be thinking, I already have a Bible, I have a translation I like, or, I just can use the internet, but I really want you to get this text. And the reason for that is, well, there's a few reasons. One, it'll be good to have a fairly reliable translation. Not all translations are created equal. In fact, there's some pretty bad ones out there. This one strikes a good balance between a literal translation of the original languages and also a bit more readability. It will also be helpful to be reading from the same translation, all of us having the same translation, so that we're reflecting on the same text. And this particular edition of the Bible has not only great notes and maps that will kind of help make the text come alive for you, but also the Apocrypha, which the intertestamental literature we'll be reading that is between the Old and New Testaments. So for those reasons, you'll need to get this book. Also, by Monday evening, you'll need, for 20 points, very simple, you'll need to just provide a small, introduction post about you, which will, give us a little background about yourself or things that you think would be good for us to know. And then also make sure you provide like a picture, the avatar picture, because this helps us to kind of give it kind of put a face to a name and sort of helps conversation. Also, conversation, speaking of which, conversating of which, each week you'll be required to provide a discussion board thread about the readings and perhaps some of the lecture as well, but definitely the readings. And then you will also need to respond to two other threads from two other classmates. That'll happen each week. It'll be worth 20 points, and it's just a way for us to sort of talk about what we're going through, what we're reading, discussing, and kind of have a space to share and even critique ideas. Also, there will be a quiz due at Sunday evening, at the end of the evening on Sunday night, which is terribly redundant and very repetitive, but anyway. And that will be just some questions about the readings and the lectures and kind of basically give me a sense of how well you're getting the information. So those are the things we need to know right off the bat. And so now I just want to say really quickly a few words about the course. Some of you might be wondering why you have to take a course like this. I know that for a lot of you, you're not theologians. You may not even be Christian or religious, and that's okay. There's no issue with that. But the Jesuit institution believes that philosophy and theology is a core part of the human experience. Now, not only may you not be religious, but you might also be thinking, I'm a professional, I'm doing this to get a degree. Why on earth do I have to take a theology course? Well, let me just, and we'll get more into this in the first lecture, but let me just suggest to you that religion and theology is not just about dry doctrines of old civilizations that don't really matter anymore. In fact, religious and theological literacy is essential to cultural literacy. That is to say that human beings are religious because human beings, since the beginning of historical memory, have been confronted by what we're going to call the big questions, the deep questions that all humans face. And these questions are really, what does it mean to be and to be human? And even if we're not religious, religion is part of the world that we live in. And so to be not just effective at our jobs, but to be well-educated, well-rounded human beings, it is important to be able to think about these things, to know about these things, to converse about these things. And it is to that end that we will be engaging this course. This course is about Christianity, but it's also about life and humanity and why we're even here, if there is a reason. Maybe there's not. The last thing I'll say is, while it is a very, the predominant content of the course is Christian, in no way will you be expected to believe the course content. You can be an atheist, you can be a Hindu. I've had students from all kinds of religious or non-religious backgrounds. You will not be expected to believe it. You will be expected to know the course content, and I will assess you on that. But this is not a course about what you have to believe. That's something that you and only you can really work through. So anyway, I hope that clears up some things. Feel free to email me if you have any questions, and I am really excited about this. So please just again, let me know if you need anything, and I will be speaking to you soon. Take care. This is awkward trying to end this video, but okay.